return to inactivity, he returns to send. The disciples were not left with nostalgia, they were sent with purpose. They returned from the mount not gazing at the sky but moved to proclaim, to baptize, to heal. The ascension is less a conclusion than an activation. Theologically, the ascension also bridges the local and the universal. When Jesus walked the roads of Galilee, his presence was particularly felt in one place at one time.
Majesty,
after the ascension, he becomes the Lord whose presence is not localized. Through the Spirit, his presence becomes universal.
Love.
Accessible
Heaven
in every
bows,
language,
earth
culture,
is lifted,
hospital bed,
and all
office,
creation
and
rests
quiet
in
kitchen
his
where
peace.
faith is lived. That
The
universality
light of heaven is not
abstract.
far away.
It is
It falls on
incarnational.
broken
Heaven's
prayers whispered
authority
in the
meets
dark.
earth's flesh
It
exactly
rests
where
on
we are
hands that
vulnerable. There
heal
is a
and arms
practical
that comfort.
application I want you to
It
take
shines
into your
where
week.
bread is shared and
Identify
dignity
one
restored.
mountain in your
In
life, a
every act of
recurring
mercy,
worry,
in
an
every moment of
unresolved
hope.
relationship, a dream deferred. Sit with that
Lord,
concern and
you have
reframe
gone
it in the
before
light of
us.
the ascension.
Send
Ask,
your Spirit.
if Jesus reigns and
Make us bold.
intercedes, how
We will
changes
carry
my
your witness
approach?
to every
Am I
street,
waiting passively
to every
for
heart.
rescue? Or am I cooperating with the mission he entrusted to me? Am I lifting my eyes and letting hope reconfigure my habits? Often the ascension calls us away from despair and into disciplined hope. We work, we pray, we serve, and we trust that the King has already gone ahead. Now, a brief caution: the ascension is no invitation to spiritual escapism. The fact that Jesus is in glory does not mean he
Be
ignores
at
suffering.
peace.
He ascended precisely to bring glory
You are
into
made
suffering, to
new.
transfigure it. The wounds of Christ remain the very marks of his solidarity with us.
Seated
Because
in
he
majesty
ascended with wounds,
at the right hand
our
of the
wounds
Father,
are not barriers to
he
glory.
reigns in
They are
mercy,
the places Christ enters to
interceding
heal
with
and redeem
unending
before we
love.
close.
Heaven bows,
Let me offer a final
earth
story
is
of a
lifted,
small parish that
and all
almost closed
creation
because of
rests
debt.
in his
The
peace.
community gathered, discouraged,
The light of heaven
and
is
decided
not
to
far
respond
away.
not by
It falls
withdrawing
on
but by
broken
serving
prayers
more
whispered
boldly,
in the dark.
feeding the hungry,
It rests on hands that
tutoring
heal and
children,
arms that
opening
comfort.
the church as a
It
shelter in
shines where
cold
bread is
nights.
shared and
Slowly,
dignity restored.
support came,
In
not
every
simply
act
in
of mercy,
donations
in
but in
every
renewed
moment of hope.
purpose. People who had once felt excluded found
Lord,
a home.
you have
the
gone
ascension
before
had been
us.
made flesh in that parish.
Send your
what
Spirit.
looked like a loss became
Make
a
us
platform
bold.
for the reign of love
We will
finding
carry
lesson.
your
The
witness
ascension
to
of
every
Jesus
street,
is not a
to
distant
every
spectacle.
heart.
It is a living reality that crowns Christ's victory and commissions his followers. It assures you that your life is not random, it is grace. It tells you that heaven has touched earth in a way that empowers you to lift others, to act with courage, to pray with confidence, and to live in hopeful expectation. Lift your eyes from the dust. Let your hands do the work of the kingdom. The King has ascended, and he invites you to build with him until the day when heaven and earth are fully one. Thank
You
you
are
for being
made
part
new.
of JesuNova Truth. May the ascended Lord fill your heart with courage, your hands with compassion, and your days with mission.